Now we are studying here the antibody structure and types. In our previous lecture we have discussed regarding the antigens and the types of antigens. So now we are studying antibody, the structure of antibodies and types of antibodies. We know that antibodies are specific soluble protective substance which are produced under stimulus condition of antigen, and antibodies are very specific towards their antigens, and these are produced by B lymphocytic cells in response to antigen, so which reacts with antigen very specifically. Whenever the antigen is there and antigen stimulate the production of the antibodies, then there is a reaction between antigen and antibodies. There are different types of the antibodies or immunoglobulins. So what is the exact structure of antibodies? Actually, antibodies are globular proteins and they are gamma globulins. As they increase immunity, they are called as immunoglobulins. And each molecule of immunoglobulin, when digested with papain and pepsin like enzyme, two types of fragments are obtained, FAB fragment and FC fragment. FAB fragment, that is fragment for antigen binding, and FC fragment, that is fragment crystallizable. So antibody structure is having Y-shaped structure, and it is actually immunoglobulin. When it is digested with the papain and pepsin like enzymes, two fragments we are getting, FAB and FC. So FAB fragment is fragment for antigen binding, FC fragment, it is fragment crystallizable. We know that each FAB fragment has N terminus and it is the site for antigen binding. So when antigen comes in contact with the antibody, this antigen go and bind with the FAB fragment. In our next PPT or slide, we can observe the diagram of this Y-shaped structure and antibodies. So each immunoglobulin molecule is made up of two chains, heavy and light chain. There are two heavy chains and two light chains in each antibody molecule. The heavy chains are of 5 types. They are alpha, gamma, delta, epsilon and mu. In each class of the immunoglobulin, different type of the heavy chain is there. So there are 5 classes of immunoglobulins. They are denoted as immunoglobulin G, immunoglobulin E, immunoglobulin A, immunoglobulin M, immunoglobulin D, etc. In each class of immunoglobulin, different types of heavy chains are present. For example, in case of IgA, immunoglobulin A, alpha chain is there. In case of immunoglobulin G, gamma chain is there. In case of immunoglobulin D, delta chain is there. In case of immunoglobulin M, mu chain is there. Heavy chains and light chains are different. Heavy chains are having larger molecular weight. Light chains are having very small molecular weight. So in each class of the immunoglobulin, two heavy chains and two light chains are there. But heavy chains are of different types and they are present in different immunoglobulin classes. So there are 5 major classes of immunoglobulin which are denoted as immunoglobulin G, immunoglobulin A, immunoglobulin M, D and immunoglobulin E. Ig means immunoglobulin. It is the abbreviation used. So Ig stand for immunoglobulin. And there are two types of light chains also which are present in each class of immunoglobulin. These light chains are of two types, either kappa and lambda. So in each class of immunoglobulin, two light chains are there, but they are either kappa chain or lambda chains. FAB fragment of antibody molecule is the binding site for antigen. So when antigen is coming in contact with the body, the antibody basically this antigen molecule will go and bind with the antigen binding site, whereas the FC fragment or the FC portion of the antibody is the fragment crystallizable, which determines the biological function of the antibody. So biological function means what? Whether the antibody has to ability to pass through mother's placenta or not, whether the antibody is going to participate in precipitation reaction or whether the antibody is going to fix complement or not. This is known as biological function, means passing through mother's placenta as well as to fix complement as well as to participate in precipitation reaction or neutralization reaction. This is known as biological function. So two heavy chains and two light chains are joined together by inter and intra disulfide linkage. So there is a inter disulfide or intra disulfide linkage with the help of which these two heavy chains and two light chains are binding. Now in this particular slide you can observe the structure of antibody. Here you will observe antigen binding site is shown and two heavy chains and light chains are shown here. The heavy chains are shown by blue color, light chains are shown by pink color. And here variable region and constant region is also shown, and the topmost region is for antigen binding. The blue faint blue color, that is variable region. Corresponding to that there is a pink color region which is variable region of light chain. So variable region of heavy chain correspond to variable region of light chain. The remaining portion is the constant region, which is a Fc portion here, which is known as variable because it having variable sequence of amino acid. So it is known as variable region. So in this diagram also, in the second diagram, you will observe the papain digesting enzymes is there and two FAB fragments and Fc fragment is shown. The interchain and intrachain disulfide linkages are also shown here, whereas the heavy chain is divided into different domains, CH1, CH2 like that, and variable region is shown. Variable region of heavy chain is VH and variable region of light chain is denoted by VL. Variable region of heavy chain correspond to variable region of light chain. Constant region of heavy chain correspond to constant region of light chain. So there are different domains here. Carbohydrate domains are there, and CH1, CH2, these are the domains of constant region. So this is the Y-shaped structure of the antibody molecule. So here heavy chains and light chains are divided into two parts, the variable region and constant region. So variable region of light chain correspond to variable region of heavy chain. Similarly, constant region of light chain correspond to constant region of heavy chain. So variable region represent variable sequence of amino acid, whereas the constant region represent the constant number of amino acid there. The light chain attached to heavy chain by disulfide bond, and within the molecule, immunoglobulin molecule, the inter and intra chain disulfide linkages or bonds create the loops. The heavy chain forms a single variable and three constant domains, CH1, CH2 like that. So depending upon the percentage of the immunoglobulins and immunoglobulin class, different types of, that means depending upon the percentage of the immunoglobulin in total serum, the class of the immunoglobulin determined, which is having IgG will be the first or major class of the immunoglobulin, as it is comprising 75% of the total serum here. And in this chart it is shown characteristics and function of the each class of the immunoglobulin. So in IgG it constitutes 75%, where it is found in blood, lymph and intestine. So it is active against bacteria and its toxin and as well as against the toxin and viruses. So it enhances phagocytosis and it can cross mother's placenta and is active in second response. So IgG is the major class. It is said to be the major class because it comprises major percentage of the total serum proteins, and it is only the antibody which is having ability to pass to mother's placenta. So the fetus, newborn fetus or newborn baby is having immunity. It is due to the IgG antibodies, and it is found in blood, lymph and intestine. The second class is IgA or immunoglobulin A, which comprises 10 to 15% of the total serum. And IgA is of two types actually, serum IgA and secretory IgA. So the secretory IgA is found in different body secretions like saliva, tears, bronchioles and vaginal secretion also, and it provides local protection, or it is exposed mucous membrane surface, and potent antiviral activity is also having. So it prevents absorption of antigens from food and protects against respiratory tract infection. So IgA is the major antibody which is providing immunity against the respiratory tract infections. So it prevents the absorption of antigen from food also, and mainly it is present in saliva and tears. So it is protecting our eye from the external antigens also. The next class will be IgM or immunoglobulin M, which comprises 5 to 10% only of the total serum, and the IgM level decreases during the stress and is found in blood and lymph, as well as it is said to be the first antibody produced with primary immune response. So whenever the antigen is coming in contact with the body, the primary response is set up, and this primary response is due to IgM antibody. So it is this IgM antibody detection. It is indicating recent infection here, and high concentration of IgM antibody that will be early in the infection and decreases within about a week. So firstly, whenever the infection takes place, the antibody which are appeared is IgM, but that means after some days or week, the level of IgM go on decreasing in our blood. The next class of the immunoglobulin will be IgD. The IgD is having very less percentage, and is very less than 1%, but it is said to be the anti-nuclear antibodies and found in different systemic diseases like systemic lupus erythematosus. We find the anti-nuclear antibodies, and these antibodies are belonging to class IgD. So the function is exactly, it is not having immunological function, but it is found in blood and lymph. The next antibody will be IgE. It is also having very less percentage. It is less 0.1% only. It is less than 0.1, you can say, but it is mainly involved in immediate hypersensitivity response. So whenever there is allergic reaction, the antibodies are developed, and the antibodies which are responsible for allergy is IgE antibodies. So this is the chart which is showing you the class of immunoglobulins and their function and characteristics. So in the next lecture we will study each class of antibody in detail. Thank you.